Good morning. I am once again sharing one of my early morning walks with you. This is something I've done in the past. I've always sort of given you a little snippet of my beautiful surroundings in nature. And as most of you know, I'm a big advocate of spending time with yourself, connecting with yourself, gaining insight into where you are and what you're doing, and are you in a good place? And morning walks definitely do give that to you. Some of the other things I love about my morning walks is getting to see wildlife. Sometimes I meet interesting people and their dogs. But I also feel good about exercising and treating my body well. I'm not really a big gym person. I find I never get to the gym. And the equipment is sometimes intimidating, and I'm always like, I'm never going to reach that goal. So walking is a good alternative for me. One of the other things that I gain from walking is I gain wisdom. I've said in the past that nature has a way of teaching you everything that you need to know. It's basically a giant metaphor for life. So a number of years ago, when I started doing walks, there were some negative things impacting my walks. One of them was the destruction of nature. And a big part of that, I've got some bugs flying on me. A big part of that is litter. Litter was just everywhere, and it wasn't just near the residential areas, it was in areas such as this. There was just mounds and mounds of litter, and that really bothered me. I really felt it was sort of dishonoring the planet that we live on, and even our space. Your space is a reflection of you and how much gratitude and how much you honor yourself. And so I decided every time I go for a walk, I'm going to take a regular shopping bag with me, so one just like this. And as you can see, it is partway full with litter. And when I first started this process of every time I went for a walk taking a bag with me to pick up litter, I remember feeling very discouraged and disheartened. One of the things that was discouraging and heartening was it would take me like 2 minutes or 5 minutes to fill up a bag. And then I was taking 2 bags or 3 bags, and I was carrying all these bags of litter. And you can just imagine, first thing in the morning, you see this person walking around with bags overflowing with garbage, and she's carrying them with her everywhere. And people would look at me strangely, and they would give me those judgmental looks. And I remember feeling embarrassed and ashamed that I was carrying garbage. And so I really had to sit with that and make peace with that, because obviously I felt passionately about cleaning up the planet and just my surroundings, but I didn't want to feel shame and I didn't want to feel embarrassment. And I spoke with Spirit like I usually do, and I really sat and thought about it, and I thought, what is it about what I'm doing that is shameful? And to be honest, I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find something shameful in the fact that I was picking up litter and getting rid of it. And it then occurred to me, the shame doesn't belong to me. It belongs to people who litter. It belongs to people who don't care. It belongs to people who don't take responsibility for themselves. The shame is theirs, and it's up to them to change it, or up to them to evaluate their actions. It's not up to me. It's not up to me to judge. It's not up to me to change them. It's up to me to say, this is something important to me. I'm taking action, and I'm not allowing other people's judgments to change my actions or change what I'm passionate about. And this was fantastic for me to learn a number of years ago, and I've used it in my practice with people, because this carries on into so many other areas of life. There's so many times somebody has said something to us or guilted us or done an action to us, and we assume the shame for it. We assume the embarrassment. We assume the guilt, the shame. And I am sharing with you, anytime you feel shame or guilt, check. Does the action come from you? Was the intent from you? Are you the rightful owner of that shame, of that embarrassment, of that guilt? And if the answer is no, free yourself from it and let go. Don't let it hold you back. Don't let it make you dim your light, make you close yourself off. If the shame doesn't belong to you, don't own it. So many of us do. So if somebody has put you down for your weight, put you down for your accomplishments, put you down for being you, don't feel ashamed of who you are. Those words, those actions, those perceptions belong to that person, not you. Same if somebody has taken some physical action against you and you feel shame, the shame isn't yours. The shame is theirs. So free yourself. Don't carry other people's guilt, because guilt and shame sit in your intestines. They sit in your lower back. They wreak havoc with your stomach, and they cause physical pain, and they hold you back from being as remarkable as you can be. And I promise you, every one of us has the potential to be remarkable. We just need to own ourselves. So I thought this morning on my morning walk, not only am I collecting my bag of litter and having my insights with nature around me, including the bugs, as you can see, I thought I would share that lesson with you, not to carry shame that isn't yours. Have a great day.